Hey guys, today I have a review for you of one of the newer boards I've had the privilege to ride, and one of my favorite boards now, the Batray 4.8 from Nelson Longboards. The Batray has a length of 38.5 inches and has a width of 9.75 inches and has wheelbase options from 24.75 inches to 26 inches. I have mine set up all the way in, and I'm loving that. I love riding right over my trucks. So it has 9/16 progressive concave with mild W, and 9/16 triplane rocker, and those two have been awesome. And it's top mount, 8 ply maple, and is 4.8 inches long from the outer bolts to the end of the kicktail, and I love every inch of it. Alright, so let me give you my thoughts on this board, how I feel about it, what I think's good about it, and what I like about it. So first off, I'd just like to say that there's nothing bad I have to say about this board, and I cannot say enough good things about this board. I mean, it was everything I was looking for when I went to get it, when I looked at getting it. Personally, I just think it's one of the best boards out there on the market, and there's some specific reasons I'd like to point out why. If you can see down the board, I hope you guys can see that, on each end of the board there's these raised wheel flares that come right up from underneath the wheel wells, which are also a really good component. And these wheel flares allow both your toe side and heel side edges of your foot to be locked in. And what that does is it creates a really confident, locked in feeling that you get when you're on this standing platform. And for me, it's a confidence builder, and not only is that, it allows you to make every slide cleaner. Toe side, heel side, sit down slide, stalefish, you name it. Any of these slides, when I've done it on this board, I feel more locked in, more confident, and it just feels a lot cleaner. I mean, just the whole board itself, I just love all of it. And I also think it's great that you're even able to ollie this board. I mean, it's not easy for a company to pull off a 38.5-inch board that has slight kicks that you're able to ollie it. I mean, I just think that that's also another great feature from this board. Alright guys, so before I show you some riding on this board, I wanted to mention two other things I forgot to mention before, and those are the pressed-in flush mounting option and the wheel wells. First, we'll talk about the pressed-in flush mounts. I've liked them a lot lately. I think it's a really good option. I think it's better than the machine flush mounts that can be created, and I think that these are just as good, if better, and I have yet to find no problem with them, so those are a plus. The next thing I'd like to talk about that I forgot to mention earlier are the wheel wells. They're really deeply cut in, they run right into the wheel flares, which is great, and you can run those larger downhill wheels on your setup without worrying about getting wheel bite. I'm running these Dangers. They're 72mm and still have a ton of clearance right there. So I think the bigger wheels shouldn't be a problem. So those are the last two things I wanted to mention to you guys. And the last thing I'm going to do before I go show you some skating is just give you a quick rundown of my setup, because I know some of you might ask about that. So I'm running, like I said before, fresh Wheelco 72mm 80A Dangers. Really nice wheel, really good for about everything. 180mm Death Ray trucks with Amish cupped washers, and two Riptide WFB 88A barrels in each truck, and they have been really fun, really good setup. I'm like 160 pounds, and that has been really good for me for both downhill and freeride without having to make any tweaks. So if you're around that weight, you should take a look into that. And of course, the Batray 4.8. So that's a rundown of my setup. If you guys like the review, please leave a comment, subscribe, like the vid. Thanks guys, let's go skate.